Doing these 4 things, they're cutting down the amount of time it will take them to get their shot off. Notice here how Scott is using the hop, and Jasmine is using the 1-2.
Here's the blank first. Biofeedback is a term that I use when I can't explain any other reason why a shooter continues to miss left, right, short, or long. So I want the shooter to try to feel the distance to the goal. Instead of using just his eyes to judge the distance, I want him to be able to feel whether his shot is right or not. And I know that many shooters have said, oh, it just felt right when it left my hands. I knew it felt good before it ever got to the goal. That's biofeedback. Now, to train someone, let them sight the goal, take the ball, and then close their eyes and shoot. Tell them whether they miss short, long, right, or left, until the shooter begins to get a feel for the distance rather than depending solely on his eyes.
Here, Jasmine shoots, and Scott tells her which way she misses.
That was right on line, it was just a little short.
After catching the pass and sighting the target, she closes her eyes and takes the shot.
Hey, that was still a little bit short.
She's using biofeedback to tell her both the distance to the goal and the direction.
When shooting a bank shot, don't square up to the bullseye that's on the rim. Square up to the bullseye that's on the backboard, your target on the backboard. When you catch the ball this close to the basket, you're in traffic that's body to body with you. You can't keep the ball in your shot pocket and pivot into the defense. You'll stick the ball right in their chest, right in their hands. You must begin the motion of your shot as you pivot so that the ball is already above your head when you face the defender. When you shoot, you want your weight into the shot. This means you may land a little closer to the goal than where you jumped. How far is okay? I think the length of your own foot is about right. In this section, we're going to train Patrick to shorten his shot by dragging the inside foot, as opposed to me breaking out, catching a pass way out here, catching in a hop with my feet facing the basket. I'm at the NBA 3. So we're going to shorten this pass by letting Patrick drag this inside foot and then step back to it. When you're shooting close to the basket, say 5 to 10 feet, don't make drastic changes in your form. I see lots of players hanging in the air, trying to shoot on the way down, shortening their follow-through. Instead of doing that, just think about slowing your hands a little bit at the top of your shot. That way you don't change your form from the way you've trained it at any other distance. If you find yourself falling short when you're shooting that shot that's just a little out of your range, just consider moving your hands a little faster from shot pocket to finish. Don't think about changing your form to get more power. Just speed your hands up. Remember the first method of training with a partner where you shot with a line on the ground that was also your shot line? Well, you can do that without a partner on the side of most backboards. Let the side of the backboard be your shot line. Line it up, find a target, and then concentrate on your form. The first misconception that I want to address comes in hand contact with the ball. I often hear the phrase, Shoot the ball on your fingertips. Get the ball up on your fingertips. Something about fingertip control on the basketball. Now, I understand, I think, what is meant by that. That the ball, you want to control it with your fingertips when it leaves your hand. But when you're setting the ball and you're in the motion of your shot, you want fingertips, fingers, finger pads, all of that touching the ball. Why? For control. You want control of the ball and you want feel for the ball. It's kind of hard to control the ball when you've got it on just on your fingertips in the motion of your shot. You've heard me say throughout this video to time the release of the ball with your feet coming off the ground. Well, it's obvious why. I want to ensure that all that power that's generated by your jump goes up through your legs, body, and through your hands into the ball. It leaves free your hands and arms to guide the ball to the goal with precision and accuracy.
So what's the misconception?
But there's a misconception out there that you're to jump as high as you can off of the ground, hang in the air as long as you can, and then take your shot. Well, you may be a couple of feet higher off of the ground, but there are a couple of problems that are going to occur when you jump as high as you can, hang in the air as long as you can, and then take your shot.
Problem number 1, loss of accuracy.
When you jump, hang in the air, and shoot the ball, all that power you gain by jumping has dissipated between the time your feet leave the ground and the time you release the ball. So, your arms and hands are going to have to make up for that loss of power. If you ask your arms and hands to do anything other than